Good afternoon, guys, and we're here today in Phongsaly in the very far north of Laos. This is a very old town, one of the few places not to be bombed in the Vietnam War and the secret war in Laos. We're gonna have a look around through the old town and check some other stuff as well. So let's go, let's check it, guys. All right, guys, that's the Phôngsali Museum just down there. Good place to start our walk around Phongsaly. There's this cool little park here. Unfortunately locked up for some reason, not sure. Nice little food market on the corner here. Some good local food there. Good place to have a nap as well if you get tired. So you can see old streets over here with these old paving stones. Let's take a wander. We'll jump across here quickly. So this is the heart of the old town of Phongsaly. Pretty cool place, actually. Much better than I expected. Head across here. Administration office of the district. Hello. So quite a picturesque street going up here. This street seems to be the main drag here. The main street of the town, where all the action's happening. As you can see, it's lively, full of life, teeming with people, busy with commerce. Well, okay, it's pretty quiet, isn't it? But yeah, I think it makes it charming that it's so quiet, actually. A few places to get some food along here. Some nice old buildings. Oh, hello. Sabadi. Some nice spots to get some food along here. Yeah, so it's a long way to come up to this very far northern part of Laos. Old bank here. Sabadi. I have to remember to use Lao, not Thai. Sabadi in Lao, hello. Sawadi in Thai, hello. Very similar. Easy to mix them up. Of course, the locals understand. They watch a lot of Thai television here and listen to Thai music. Few newer buildings mixed in here with the old stuff, but the styles don't clash, so that's good. Yes, very picturesque along here. Lots of old buildings. A lot more than I expected, really. So, not a lot of foreigners make it up here. And really it's for the intrepid travelers, the people who are really completists, the ones who are really interested in Laos. And the reason for that is the road coming up here is absolutely hellish. Oh my gosh. We'll say gosh because we're on a family channel here, but other words I could use, but yeah, what a ride. So I hitchhiked up here yesterday. It took all day. I started in Udom Jai, and I think I did pretty well to actually make it all the way up in one day, even though it's not a super long distance or anything like that, but very little traffic, very, very little traffic. And the roads are terrible. A lot of the way it's a dirt road. Most of it's paved, but potholed in quite a few spots. But a lot of it's a dirt road, and it's all very bumpy. the whole time you're going over hills and small mountains covered in forest, quite a lot of it. Little bakery here. The baguettes are crispy, I can tell you from experience. Yeah, but lots of switchbacks on the road, so you're constantly lurching around. So I had 4 rides, 2 of them were on pickup trucks. The first one was out at Udamjai. That was alright until Paknam Noi, which is where the road turns off to go north to come up here. And then had a ride in a second pickup truck that was, oh, it was so hard. I was bouncing all around the back. I was on the back, of course, of the pickup truck, on the trailer, bouncing all around. I feel like I boxed 12 rounds yesterday, almost. I've got a wake here. I have a wake. Someone's passed away. Family and friends are gathering for some drinks and to eat something to remember the one who's passed away. I felt like I might pass away yesterday, and kind of joking, but only half joking, you know. Felt bloomin' awful. Can I say bloody on YouTube? I think so. I felt bloody awful. Yeah, not joking at all about that. So I actually jumped out of the ride. That pickup truck was coming all the way here. That was actually my 3rd ride of the day. Second one was good though. Second one was in a Mercedes for a short way. But anyway, that 3rd ride, oh, you know, I'm feeling it today. I've got pain all over my body. I've probably got bruises in strange places. Sometimes I went up in the air like probably almost a foot and then came slamming down on the back or on the bed part of the pickup truck. Oh my gosh. Can I say? We'll not use the Lord's name in vain, but we'll say, oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, we've got this kind of a little public square here with a few old buildings around it. I can imagine it might have been a marketplace a long time ago. It's got that feel about it. So, a few roads lead off the little square here. Let's go up this one. It's got these cool lanterns hanging up. So, yeah. Hello. How's baby? Oi, hello. Sabadi. Hey, Sabadi. Can wash here. Here, wash here. Very nice. Yeah. So, still some basic style here, as you can see. A lot of old style living here still. A lot of the old lifestyle happening. But yeah, that road definitely, I think it really puts a lot of people off promoting this place. This could really be, oh look at this, very old. These look like the oldest houses I've seen in the town, actually. Yeah, as I was going to say, this place could be very popular with tourists, and it could be promoted a lot more. And I can imagine the terrible road coming up here puts off a lot of people who actually make it up here from promoting the place, because it's kind of hard to tell people to come up and check out this lovely place when you know you're going to put them through absolute agony driving over that road. And I did actually try to jump on the bus at one point, because my plan originally was hitchhike about a quarter of the way to Paknam, what's it called, Paknam Noi, and then change to the bus. But the bus was full. Not a big deal, I love hitchhiking, but right, the road splits again here. We're gonna go down this way and we're gonna loop around and come back through here and go up there, which is a really nice way to do it. So I'm showing you guys all the best of the old town in this walk. There are some little maps posted along the way, like map boards as well, that can help you when you walk through here. But Yeah, there are very few restaurants. There are quite a number of guest houses, but I think a lot of them have gone out of business because, from what I could see, look like about maybe 6 or 7 or 8 around still. Sabadi, hello. Yeah, but on the map I got from the tourist office, like old school paper map, they had about 20 guest houses marked out. I don't see most of them around anymore. But yeah, having said that, I cannot really imagine this place was much more touristed than it is now. It looks to me like most of the people who come in here to have a look are actually from Laos. And we're very close to China here, so there must be some people who come over from China as well. And I did see a Korean guy earlier today. Yeah. Speaking of China, so an interesting thing about this place, Phongsaly, the people here speak a kind of Chinese dialect. So from what I've read, this very far northern province, Sabadi, this very far northern province of Laos used to be part of a separate kingdom. I think it was a kind of a Thai minority type kingdom, if I recall, but it was joined together with the little part of China that sticks out at the very bottom of Yunnan province around Jingshubana area, which is also a kind of Thai minority area. It was joined with that part as a kind of little kingdom. Hello. And at the time when the French moved in on the area, they took this eastern part of that little kingdom and joined it with Laos. And China took the other part, the western part. And so that's how it stands today. So most of the people here speak a kind of Chinese dialect. And a lot of these buildings we're looking at are supposedly a kind of a southern Yunnan, I'm not sure if it's Yunnan but definitely a southern Chinese architectural style, the older buildings. So it's all pretty cool, pretty fascinating stuff, really. And I did talk to someone who speaks Thai here and English and a bit of Lao, but who's not from here. And that person told me they thought the locals speak Lao, but they also mostly speak this other, I guess, assuming the Chinese dialect that apparently most people speak. So we were just down here earlier where we started, over there as well. Let's head up this way though. Oh, there's a big dog, but it's not coming to evening, so I think we'll be quite fine with the dog. Don't expect any hassles. Come back in the evening, could be another story. As you might have heard me mention in a few videos, dogs in Southeast Asia are very territorial around dusk, starting from around 5 a.m. Hello? Hello! Anyway, what's that cleaver doing on the road down there? Dog, I hope it's not your last day on this planet and that you're going to be served up for dinner. That's the little park we looked at the beginning, by the way. Let's turn back into the core of the Old Town area. Time to start puffing and panting again. Getting a bit warm now. So this town is all built on the side of a small mountain. I guess it's small, I don't know. I read we're at quite a fair elevation here, actually. What's in here? I love all the side alleys. Yeah, we are actually at a bit of an elevation up here. I'm not sure how much, maybe around 1,500 meters above sea level. I think that's what I read, but I'm not sure exactly. Something like that. Fairly high up. Yeah, must be morning, huh? We're well into the afternoon, actually. Rooster's got nothing better to do except to tell the world that he's here. It's an interesting little shrine kind of thing there. Okay. The rooster's saying, I am. I am. I am. I am. Yes. That's all right. Let us know you're here. And you guys, let us know you're here as well. In the comments section would be really cool to hear from everyone what you think about these trips, these magical trips through the reality of our world here. Yeah, it's a long way, a long road. 70 countries now I've been through extensively. That's the only way I do it. I don't just skim through a country. I check out as much as possible. Try to really get to know the place and the people, the culture. Sabadi. Yeah, it's a pretty friendly town, must say. I don't just say stuff like that to make people like my videos, you know. If it's not friendly, I'll tell you for sure. But it's a friendly place. But the only downsides, I mean, the major one is the road coming in here. It's a real mess, really. That was one of the worst road trips I've had to do in my life. I would put it, I don't know, it's hard to say. I mean, I've been to so many places, done so many road trips on rough roads, but it's definitely a rough one, put it that way. Anyway, I'm in a bit of pain today, so that tells you enough, doesn't it? But for me, it's worth it to be here. If you're someone who's really crazy about Laos, then it's worth it to come on up here if you're really into Laos. But if you're like most travelers, probably 95% of travelers, and you think it's a nice country, but it's, you know, one country of many you want to check, but you don't have a lot of time or resources maybe, then you might just think, skip on this place, because it's bloody hard to get up here, I gotta tell you. It's only for the super keen. And up we go. So, hello, Sabadi. Oh, the whole gang's here. The whole gang's here. Where's your puppy? Eh? Oh, nice haircut. Oi. All right. So anyway, like I was saying, it's not for the faint-hearted coming up here. You got to have a lot of time, you know. It took a whole day hitching up here. Now getting out of here, how am I going to do it? I'm going to try to hitchhike out tomorrow morning. I would take the bus, but they've changed the bus schedules apparently, which I think seems like something not very nice to do, because obviously they know what they're doing, right? They're not utterly brain dead about that kind of thing. It used to be that there was a bus. This is what the tourist information person told me. There was a bus that left here in the morning and went all the way down to the bottom of the province to Urumqi. Nice view down there, eh? Look at that. All the way to Urumqi, and or another one that went to Mongkwa, all the way from here. But now they've made it that there's only one bus. It goes about an hour down the mountain. Hello. An hour down the mountain, and then it stops at the next town down there, and you have to transfer to another bus. The only problem is the bus from here arrives 30 minutes after the bus from there leaves to go further south down to Urumqi and Mongkwa. That means you have to stay the night in the other town. Now, obviously that's been done intentionally. I think it's very cynical, a very cynical way to try to get tourists or travelers. I would definitely say travelers up here, not tourists. If you come up here, you're definitely a real traveler, not just a tourist. But it's kind of a cynical way to make travelers spend extra money in the region, if you ask me. There's no way that was done without understanding the implications. It's a bit of a hassle. So I'm going to have to hitchhike out of here again tomorrow. But I'm definitely not planning to spend much time on the back of pickup trucks. That's for sure, because it kind of did me in a bit yesterday. That third ride, which was the second pickup truck of the day, I actually ended up jumping out of it before we got here to get a break and hitchhiked a different ride instead. Yeah, bit of work going on there. Progress. Come back in 20 years and it'll be like Disneyland. Be like Disneyland here with, oh, a bit of a wind coming up now. Probably in 20 years it'll be packed full of Chinese tourists, tour buses everywhere. Hello. Hello. Savadi. Yeah. Once they improve the roads, I can imagine this place is going to really take off in terms of travel and so on. So it is a really nice place, definitely. It could really be something if they just would improve those road connections. So, and the place where I stayed last night, oh, really overpriced. They just put the price up by 50%. I read on a review thing, actually. Definitely not worth it. Anyway, we're just around the side of the cool little park here. And the museum's just through there. Let's go and have a look at the museum. Let's take a look in the museum. Hello, Sabadi. This is a pretty cool museum. Small, very cheap. Costs only about maybe 60 cents American, 50 cents Euro, something like that. It's got some nice cultural displays. These are all the different costumes of different tribal groups around here. Really nice little backpack basket there. That's what they use for a backpack. This is the really nice conical hat because no plastic bits, all natural fibers. I'd love to find one like that, but very hard to find them like that. I guess you'd probably want to have someone actually make you one. Different types of houses in the area. These are put on houses for good luck, to keep away evil spirits. These are examples of home shrines and a little exhibition on temple stuff, some information. Pretty cool. Let's slip in the back way of the market here. Hello. Oh, some animal hooves there. All kinds of meats here. Dog is on the menu maybe, who knows. Looks like congealed blood and not congealed blood. Some flies extra, no extra charge for flies. You want a pound of flesh? Buy 2 pounds and I'll throw in a few extra flies for free. So here's the fruit and vegetable section. Looks a bit more hygienic. So they're keeping it clean around here, as you can see. Nice and hygienic. You can get your hair cleaned as well over there, you might have noticed. Hello, somebody. Can buy a lot of things here. Most of the everyday items people need. Somebody. It's quite dimly lit in here. These eggs are probably cooked eggs. Maybe, I'm not sure about that. Everything is possible in this part of the world. This lady seems to know where she's going. Flip-flops, fancy ones and not so fancy. And some clothes up here, bit of Hello Kitty. If you don't go for the tribal look, you can go for the... But if you do go for the tribal look, that's possible as well. Somebody... Yeah, some jeans here. Pretty much every variety you might want. So if you come down from the tribe and you want a new style, there you go. Or a bit of Louis Vuitton copy. And can go back down to the street down there. So everything's on a slope pretty much in this town. So this is Pak Nam Noi. Udom Jai is just down here. There's a guest house here, by the way. And this is the road to Phongsali. And down this way is the road to Mung Kwa. So you can actually use this place as a base. A lot of hill tribe ladies hanging out around here as well, by the way. Buses stop in for breaks here. So it's a kind of a good tip, actually, bit of a pro tip. You could use this place as a base for going up to Phongsali and coming back again. Some wild boar on the menu here as well. That's other interesting treats at Pak Nam Noi. Alright guys, so that's about it for this episode, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe, like, and hit that bell button to get notifications for upcoming videos. And if you'd like to hit the buy me a coffee link to support the channel, it would be absolutely fantastic. So we're outside the market here in Phongsali. Good place to say goodbye, and see you in the next one, and don't be late.